Are the White Sox built to last? This mini pod brought to you by Rate.com alongside the King. I am yours truly, Mark Carman, and the White Sox have played 500 baseball since the All-Star break. Don't worry about the last two games. Yes, we are recording after the first two losses to the Guardians, so 25 and 27. But 50 games, 25 up, 25 down, 6 away from 63. You're the most optimistic fan of all time. White Sox are doing it. Give me your best reason why you think the White Sox are built to last. Ooh, stumbled.
Because there's one reason.
Yep. Okay.
And that's because grinders effing win. And they are grinders. They are a group of young men that have probably been questioned their entire lives as to how good they could be.
Can I give you a more?
And they're here to prove that.
Can I give you a more specific answer?
Sure.
Let's go with Colson Montgomery.
Perfect example.
Let me talk about a guy who's playing shortstop, who's hitting 18 home runs, who went down to their instructional league to try to find himself. That is not easy. That is tough to recover from. And now you've had success for a slightly extended period of time, we can call it. Teams are adjusting, he's adjusting, and he's still going. 18 home runs, okay? According to Elias, shout out Elias, and the Trib where I pulled this stat from. 18 homers are most by a primary shortstop in Major League history over his first 56 games in the big leagues. I don't know what that means, but to me that sounds like that's a pretty good stat to reference, which is a great job by me.
So what you just did was you defined the definition of grinding.
Oh, and I think I also added in a lot of talent. You can't
talent, adaptability, intention, hard work, attitude, mindset. That all is called grinding.
Okay, well,
and as a result of that, you just articulated the numbers.
See, I would do like grinding, with all due respect, sort of equals this. Like you work hard, you get a million things done. You're on a podcast. You lead Rate.com to the top of the grinding plus talent looks like the dude playing shortstop.
I love it.
Yeah, it also looks like the guy behind the plate. Do you think that catchers are important as far as a backbone of an operation? Do you think that the Kyle Teel trade is one of the better things that Chris Getz has done? Because Kyle Teel looks like a leader back there. Kyle Teel's going to hit at the top of your order. It's not just Montgomery is my point. You have a consistent offense out of nowhere. Take out the last two games against the Guardians. But if you look at what the White Sox have done, they're second in all of baseball scoring runs in the second half of the season. That is a ridiculous.
And scoring over 6 runs in a game. I mean, it is impressive. And so you're asking.
I said all of baseball. I meant the American League. They're averaging 5.3 runs per game. That's second in the AL.
It's fantastic. So do I think he's important? Yeah. I think quiet leaders are important. I think quiet leaders that can manage a pitching staff. I think quiet leaders in the clubhouse. I think quiet leaders as it relates to culture. A.J. Hinch, the last series with the Dodgers. A.J. Hinch, cheater. Last series with the Dodgers. We could have had him, but you don't do that because you want a good culture. A.J. Hinch,
Tigers?
Great manager, Tigers, said this team is to reckon with moving forward.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Dodgers.
Well, I meant the Tigers.
You clearly meant the Tigers,
yes.
And this is why I get paid the big bucks and I tell you to download the Rate app. Before I get to that, look, let me just give you one more stat. Coming into the weekend here, the White Sox, let me give you the slash line. Can I give you the slash line? You like a slash line? Yeah. 264 batting average, 325 on base, 439 with the on base plus. 439, all right. 74 homers, 265 runs. That's real production. And by the way, the top of the lineup is all the young dudes. I like to think that people get better in life. Do you like to think people get better in life? People tend to get better in life. How much better have you gotten in your life over the course of your life? Significantly better. You were terrible.
Every day.
Yes.
Every day.
Right. So look, you've got a bunch of young. And by the way, do you like Will Venable at the top step of the dugout? I like Will Venable at the top step of the dugout.
I walked in with Steve here.
Yeah.
And he was saying we could
Super
have had
Steven. Yeah.
We could have had AJ, right? Of the Tigers.
We could have.
And I said,
suppose.
I'm happy with what we have.
Well, yeah.
And you know what he said? Well, I'll let him say it.
Yeah, I said the one buzzword coming into this season has been culture. They had to shift the culture over and over and over. That's the word we kept hearing. And he did it. And right now you can see a team that wants to play for one another. I can't say that I always saw that last season or even the season prior.
Not even close.
And these guys, and what else? Another thing he said is they're playing for each other. not just with each other.
Well,
and that makes a difference.
And
culture and guys that want to grind and play with each other.
Well, and that's the best way to sort of wrap this up here, because look, most teams, when you've lost this much, you don't find some weird motivation in like, we don't want to lose 100, because no one is going to really remember that outside of you and about, I don't know, the most diehard of diehard Sox fans will really appreciate it. But these guys did not want to do it. And now they had 13 games left when we're taping this. They need to go 6-7. The fact that they could go under 500 from where they were at, had a downturn for a minute there. It looked like it was going to completely fall off the cliff. And they've righted the ship. They've righted the ship again. That shows character in that dugout, man, character in the clubhouse, which matters. This is a young team that wants to prove that they can do it, and they've been doing it in ways that no one thought they would be able to after the All-Star break. So
what is your vote on 63?
They're going to do it. They're going to knock it down.
They need one today. They need one today. But then look at the rest of the schedule. They got 2 last-place teams in the Orioles and the Nationals, but they have 2 tough teams in the Yankees and the Padres.
Well, it's called, listen, you gotta
grind.
Well, sure, yeah, you've got to grind. You've
You know
got
who's
to
a
finish
big grinder?
I think
You know who's a big grinder?
Who's a big grinder?
My sister Patty.
Oh, Patty.
Yeah.
Patty gets a mention on the pod.
She's 62 years old, and she plays pickleball every day, and she is a grinder.
Patty's
cheerleader at SMU, and she grinds and grinds and grinds, and she wins. Grinders win.
You left to the end of the pod that your sister used to be a cheerleader at SMU? One of the
Head
great
cheerleader at SMU with Eric Dickerson and James. It's the Pony Express.
That's the greatest accomplishment in the history of your family. With all due respect to the rest of your family.
So your vote is yes, 63 yes?
No, my vote is yes. My vote is yes.
Steven,
and shout out SMU.
63 yes or no?
I say they will get exactly 63.
Oh, I like it.
63.
And of course, I guaranteed it.
63 and a 99.
The King guaranteed it, and the King is sticking by his guarantee.
That'd be a 22-win improvement, which is significant. I'd like to get to 23 wins so you can rock in a Robin Ventura. Let's do that. Hey, download the Rate app. Get everything you want to get that you could possibly need in your life. Pre-approved for a mortgage in minutes. Home equity or personal loan. Best homeowners and auto insurance. And I don't know, 2,000 wellness videos, 1,500, whatever it is. It's a lot. You won't stop getting healthy if you download the Rate app.
Say the matcha.
Yeah, I love the matcha line. My lovely partner Jackie, she got in there. Next thing you know, we got matchas. I'm waking up. I'm so caffeinated and in a healthier way. It's all because of the Rate app.
You had more than one today. I can tell.
Hey, we're taping this on a Bears game day.
Yeah, baby, go Bears.
Yeah, go Bears. Hey. allchgo.com/rate, allchgo.com/rate, and yeah, well, a lot of great things coming from Rate, which we can't tell you about right now, but it's coming. It's coming. Hey, go White Sox. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, King.
Take care. Go White Sox.
Go White Sox.